Imagine being the richest man in Europe, but practically nobody knows what you look like. For decades, this man didn't give a single interview, and only a handful of photographs of him existed in the entire world's press. He built a global empire that changed how we dress forever, yet he lived in total anonymity. He doesn't wear a tie, he eats lunch in the company cafeteria, and he never spent a single dollar on traditional advertising. This is the bizarre and brilliant story of Amancio Ortega, the ghost behind Zara, and the secret system that earns him over $500 million in dividends every single year. Amancio Ortega didn't inherit a cent. Born in 1936 during the Spanish Civil War, he grew up in a household where poverty wasn't a concept, it was a daily reality. His father was a railway worker and his mother was a housemaid. Legend has it that as a young boy, he heard a shopkeeper refuse to give his mother credit for groceries because they couldn't afford to pay. At that moment, 13-year-old Amancio decided he would never let his family be poor again. He dropped out of school and started working as a delivery boy for a local tailor called Gala. This is where he saw the fatal flaw of the fashion industry, the massive gap between what people wanted and what stores actually had in stock. In the 1960s, fashion was for the elite. It took months to design a collection and months more to manufacture it. Ortega realized that if he could shorten that time, he could dominate the market. He started a small company making bathrobes with his wife, Rosalia Mera. By 1975, he opened the first Zara store in A Coruña, Spain. But the name wasn't supposed to be Zara, it was supposed to be Zorba. Because a local bar already had that name, he scrambled to rearrange the letters on the sign. Zara was born out of a mistake, but its business model was the most calculated move in retail history. While giants like Gap or H&M outsourced their production to Asia to save costs, Ortega did the opposite. He kept his factories in Spain and Portugal. Why? Speed. Zara's secret sauce is a vertical integration system that allows them to go from a sketch on a designer's desk to a finished garment on a hanger in a London or New York store in just 15 days. Competitors take 6 months. If a celebrity is spotted wearing a specific dress on a Tuesday, Zara's designers have a version of it ready by the following week. This is fast fashion, and it turned Zara into a global powerhouse with over 2,000 stores worldwide. Here is the most shocking fact about Zara. They spend almost 0% of their revenue on traditional advertising. No Super Bowl ads, no billboards, no celebrity endorsements. Ortega believed that his shop windows were his only billboards. He invested all that saved marketing money into something else: real estate. Ortega owns the most iconic streets in the world. From London's Oxford Street to New York's Fifth Avenue, he buys the buildings where his competitors like H&M and Uniqlo pay him rent. Even if people stop buying clothes, Amancio Ortega still gets paid. Despite his billions, Ortega's lifestyle remains a mystery. He famously refused to wear a tie and preferred a simple uniform of a blue blazer and white shirt. It wasn't until 1999 that the first official photo of him was ever released. He stepped down as chairman of Inditex in 2011, but his blueprint remains. He proved that you don't need a loud personality to build a loud brand. You just need a system that works faster than the rest of the world. The story of Zara isn't just about clothes, it's about the power of speed and the genius of staying quiet while your empire speaks for you. Amancio Ortega started with nothing and built a legacy that redefined global commerce. What could you achieve if you focused on the system instead of the spotlight? Subscribe to Wealth Files for more business blueprints.